Okay. Hello, my name is Eugene and I want to lose weight. Today is May 31st, 2025, and I weigh about 247.6 pounds. That's what I weighed in today, this morning. The last time I weighed that much was probably 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, how I lost that weight was I did a bunch of things like I think I did the carnivore diet, I did intermittent fasting and stuff like that. And I have lost weight before, but I think the hardest thing to do is to keep that weight off. So the reason why I'm making this video is to kind of record my progress and my journey about kind of relearning my relationship with food and having a healthier relationship with food, being more active and cooking healthy food for myself and just taking myself and watching. I don't know what I'm saying. So currently I did a BMI what's it called, a DEXA scan a couple months ago, and definitely this DEXA scan is probably not that not 100% accurate right now, just because it was a couple months ago. When I did the DEXA scan, I weighed at 236 pounds, and I now weigh around 247 pounds, plus or minus some water weight. But yeah, it was really eye-opening on how overweight I am. My body fat percentage, I have about a 32.2 body fat percentage, 32.2%. I want to lower that. I want to gain muscle and lose body fat. So that is what I'm going to do, or attempt to do. Excuse me. So yeah, I got increasing a lot of body fat the past couple of months. That's due to because I haven't been able to go to the gym. If you know me, I had some severe wrist injuries. I think honestly nothing. It wasn't a singular event, but I got an X-ray a couple weeks ago, and the doctors found out that there's two bones here. I don't really know what they're called, but I think I could probably pull up a diagram with the two bones here. They're usually equal length, right? Connected to your wrist or to your hand, but mine, this one here on this side, it's shorter than the other one. So over time, I just had a lot of stress from like working out, doing boxing, and going to the gym, playing volleyball, and I just like woke up with extreme pain. I've been struggling with this pain since November. So it's been about November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Almost 7 months where I haven't been able to live a life of activity. I had to kind of strip myself away from playing sports or going to the gym. And in that time, I've grown just increasingly lazy and haven't really been taking care of myself. And honestly, was really discouraged because of my, I guess, handicap in a way. Luckily now, I'm not 100% there. I definitely still have to be careful with carrying weight and weightlifting, but I think I realized that that's not an excuse anymore. It shouldn't have been an excuse for this long, but yeah. So yeah, like I'm gonna start, taking it more seriously, maybe with cardio. But I'm going to occupational therapy to kind of have some recovery with my wrists, and they're getting stronger and they're getting a lot better. My left one feels like 90% there. My right one maybe like 65, 75% there. This one has still been in pain, but I've been, taking the proper precautions when going to the gym too, not really lifting heavy anymore. I used to like be really huge into powerlifting, like a couple long time ago, 4 or 5 years ago. But that's I think in the past, and I don't really have much interest in doing that anymore. But I still love going to the gym, so I'm hoping that I can still go. Maybe show you some of my workouts and stuff like that, and just record that too. But yeah, man, like I weigh about 246 pounds now, according to this 32.2% body fat, and I want to lower that. I want to lose weight. I don't just want to see the scale go down, but I want to lose weight and gain muscle. So that was really surprising. Another surprising thing is I also did like the respiratory, like caloric measurement thing. I forgot what it was called. I have a PDF. I don't have a paper handout, but my resting metabolic rate is very low. I think taking into account that I did no cardiovascular activity the last 7 months, last 6 months, I've been doing some this month, and not working out, I think my resting metabolic rate was really low. It was around 1,500 calories per day with no exercise. That is very low and honestly really discouraging because I love food and I can't eat that much. But I'm challenging myself that I think I could at least eat 2,000 calories a day and still lose weight. So that's what I'm gonna start off with. I don't know if I'm right at all, but that is what I'm gonna start off with. Eating 2,000 calories and working out, getting in my steps. So that's my goal right now. So 2,000 calories a day. I'm gonna try eating 150 grams of protein or more. I think I should be eating a little bit more, but I'm gonna start with 150 grams of protein. And that's what I'm gonna do. So what I did today was I went grocery shopping. So let me show you my haul. I got a mix of some frozen foods and like foods I could just microwave because some days I just have long days and I just don't have the energy to cook. So I got Kevin's cilantro lime chicken. Yeah, this is, I guess I gotta reverse the video because I can't really read it. Okay, well, whatever. Cilantro lime chicken. It has some good macros, about 20 grams of protein, 3 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. About 20 grams of protein, I think that's pretty good. I also got some pre-cooked chicken, chicken breast strips. I think that'd be good for me. Good source of protein. And then another thing is I like beef a lot, but I usually buy like very fatty cuts of meat because they're obviously more tasty. Oh, that makes me think. I forgot to get ground beef. I need to get ground beef today at Pete's. But I usually get like kind of fatty pieces of beef because they're more good. I like to marinate them and yeah, I like to cook with them. But I think something I need to realize is to make these small little changes in order to kind of help with my weight loss. So I got flank steak instead, very lean. These are pretty good too. I've cooked with them before. Instead of chicken thighs, I love chicken thighs, but I just think that just even making the smallest cuts and smallest changes will be helpful in my weight loss journey. So I got chicken tenderloin breasts. I got these because I think they're cut up a little bit easier instead of the regular chicken breast. But chicken thighs are just so much more juicier. If you don't really care about protein, like chicken thighs is a good source of protein and it's so good. And it's easier to cook with, honestly, I think. I got another frozen food. I got egg witches. They're on sale. I don't think they'll be that good, but they're on sale. And if I just need a quick snack, just microwave these, 17 grams of protein each. I also got these carb balanced tortillas. They're really high in fiber. Probably has a lot of ultra processed foods, but I think it'll be fine. I think it's health. I think one thing is I'm gonna try eating healthier, right? Not just fats and protein, but also eating vegetables and stuff like that. I really don't like vegetables, if you don't know that. And I think one thing is I'm not really good at cooking them. So I think that's one thing that's needed to change as I try to lose weight. But these, because I'm gonna make burritos, and I think this will be really
fun to make and be really good. I made them before. Some onions. I think onions are good for anything. I also got frozen fruits for protein shakes and protein smoothies. A quick snack. I got one with kale and spinach because again, vegetables. And then I got some fruits. I got golden kiwi, kiwis, and then apples. And then I have some frozen broccoli in the fridge, but also got frozen vegetables, just stir fry. And then I also think potatoes has more volume than rice, so it'll be easy to eat and be less calories and easy to eat. Rice is so good, bro. But my potatoes will be high, excuse me, high volume. So yeah, that's the food haul.
So right now we're just going grocery shopping once again. I'm getting some produce because I don't think I need that much produce from Costco because it's too much. But I am getting some produce because for dinners I want to eat spring rolls, walam sam. Those are my favorite things, and it's very easy to eat those rolls, spring rolls, and downing down a lot of vegetables. So right now we are at the best grocery store in the planet, which is, what is the best grocery store on the planet?
Pete's by far.
Yes, guess what? These strawberries, which are normally like $5 or $6 at a regular grocery store in Chicago, how much is it? It's $3.
And then these two are $5 to get.
That is crazy. Wait, that's so big.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Hello, world.
Hello world. We are now on a walk. Today I don't think I'm gonna do any workouts or anything because I'm still battling a sickness.
He's
But
sick as hell, bro.
Yeah, for the entire week. I'm feeling a lot better today, but not enough where I feel comfortable being in a gym or anything. But today I'm just gonna try getting 10,000 steps, and we're gonna be walking to the Division
Market?
Fest.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Fiesta.
yep.
Yeah.
Chance. Hi. I'm on a walk right now. Sorry, not even walk. I'm walking right now. I was going on a jog. Wanted to do something active today. I was thinking about going to the gym, but I still think I'm feeling a little sick today. And coughing. So I tried going on a jog. It's a beautiful day. I was really lazy today, so I'm kind of proud of myself to getting myself out of my house, my apartment. I was trying to run at a 12 minute pace. And I did that for 1 mile, but then, wow, I'm so tired after. Alright, so I just made a marinade with the chicken breasts, the chicken tenderloins. I used some gochujang and some soy sauce and sugar and some mirin. It's really basic marinade. But I just divided 1/2 of a bag of the chicken breast tenderloins, which is around 54 ounces of chicken. And I wanted to get at least each meal around maybe 50 grams of protein. So dividing all this by 7, it was around 50 grams of protein. So I put them all in Ziploc containers because I don't want to cook it all, because I don't like when like meal prepping and like you microwave cold chicken and then it kind of gets dry. So I kind of divvy them up beforehand, and I think this would be more accurate calories. But I think calories or the macros won't be that much of a difference, cooked or non-cooked. But I think this was just easier and just my preference of kind of divvying up. So I could just take out a bag, thaw it, and then eat it with rice. But I'm planning to eat it with spring rolls. So yeah, 50 grams of protein each. All right. Just got out of the gym. Yeah, today is Monday. It is around 4 o'clock and I just came back from the gym. I just got out of the gym. And sorry, that's my car beeping because there's someone behind me. Yeah, I did a upper day. So I'm gonna do this new workout plan. That Jeff Nippard, he's a YouTuber, he's a science-based bodybuilder. So in fact, I cannot do the workouts because my wrists are still acting up. So this whole entire clip, I'm probably just talking about how I'm gonna start working out and trying to build muscle, but I unfortunately cannot do that right now because my wrists are still acting up. So probably, I mean, what I've been doing, is just going to the gym and just kind of doing cardio. So yeah, that's what I'll be probably doing for the next few weeks until I feel like my wrists are good enough. But yeah, they're just after this workout, my wrist flared up pretty badly the next day, so I don't think they're strong enough yet to really um lift weights. So yeah. All right, y'all. This is the spread for the spring rolls. Where do we start? We got the bell peppers, of course, the shredded carrots, lime, cucumber, peanut butter sauce with the PB2, peppers, Korean peppers, my chicken. I think it's around 8 ounces. Avocados and cilantro and lettuce. So yeah, this is what we have. This is what I'm gonna be eating for dinner. Right now, if I eat all of the avocado, it should be around 800 calories. Obviously, I'm not gonna eat all of this, but I'm not really counting the veggies either because they're so minuscule. But it's gonna be around 700 to 800 calories, I believe. So, yeah, gonna just eat and watch some TV.
Having access to the airplane?
Involves hacking a Russian satellite.
I can't authorize that.
Which is why I didn't ask for permission.
We are under investigation for misconduct.
I'm just so hungry, and I feel like I'm going to overeat today. And I just want to accept that I'm going to overeat today. Reason why I'm doing that is because I always feel ashamed after I overeat, and then it makes me want to overeat even more. But today, I'm just gonna allow myself to overeat because I think my body is just craving it. Since I started recording, I lost like 2.7 pounds. 2.7 pounds, but still, that's still pretty extreme for just being in a week. And I'm hoping, yeah, I might be discouraged when I wake up tomorrow with the weight going higher than what I logged today. I logged today at 244.6 pounds. And if it's higher than that, chances are I'm gonna feel bad. So I just want to accept those consequences, that if it does go up, it's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. That still means most of the days I'm eating a caloric deficit, and that's the plan. But today I just kept eating, and as I ate my breakfast, I was still hungry, so I ate a little bit more. When I ate my lunch, I ate a little bit more, and I just couldn't help it because I was just hungry. And yeah, and I do think that my sleep has to do something wrong with it. I think that's the biggest thing, is noticing that my 5 hours sleep, my lack of energy, the lack of sleep is kind of signaling my hunger drives to kind of go on overdrive and making me hungrier. So that's duly noted, you know. So I gotta make sure I get good sleep tonight. And I didn't exercise today. And makes me feel weird about that because I feel like I'm on this bender of trying to exercise every day. But I gotta be okay with the days where I don't move, right? And be okay with it. It's a good rest day. And tomorrow I'm gonna go on a jog, maybe at the gym or outside. I think it's raining, so probably at the gym. I'm just gonna continue to take a break from doing strength training because of my wrist. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Hello. So yeah, today's the next day. It's Thursday, and I ended up overeating yesterday because I went to small group and it was a lot of good food, but I kind of accepted that I was gonna overeat a little bit, and I feel okay with that decision. So I think that's the main important thing for myself, is to be okay with the overeating when I choose to do it, right? and I overate, and I was able to not over indulge, but just ate more and ate enough and ate not so like I wasn't so full after I ate, but was pretty satiated, and it felt good. And yeah, to like I gained on the scale. I went from 244.6 to like 245.4 pounds, like 0.9 pounds, I believe. And you know, a lot of that's water weight. It could be hormones and water weight or whatever, right? It could be a lot of different factors, but the reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of times I would feel really discouraged after gaining that weight. But honestly, I got good sleep. I had a lot of good nutritious food, and it gives me more energy to be active today. So today I'm gonna go on a run, and I'm gonna try getting 10,000 steps today. So yeah, I feel really confident that I can accomplish those things. So, yep. All right. It's been 1 week. Yeah, it's been 1 week. I started this not challenge, but me trying to take my weight loss more seriously. May 31st, and today is June 7th, so it's been about 7 days. And I started this week or last week on Saturday at 247.6 pounds. Yeah, I was pretty overweight. I mean, I'm still overweight. I got to 241 pounds in 1 week, so that is 6.6 pounds. That is crazy. And I didn't do it with some very intense diet. I think, again, context, I just been yo-yo dieting my entire life, trying to lose weight, where I got to 220 pounds. But I really want to make this a lifestyle, and just to make these changes more permanent for myself and make it more healthy instead of like starving myself or lacking energy because of doing some kind of fad diet. But yeah, this week I just focused on eating around 2,000 calories, and I lost weight. Then again, I also did some exercises. I tried getting 10,000 steps in a day. Probably did that for 5 to 6 days of the week. Did that. I went jogging 2 or 3 times on the treadmill. And I really tried focusing on upping my protein intake. But I think I also allowed for myself to eat junk food. Like yesterday, after I went to the movies, I went and got Jenny's ice cream. But I think, I realized that I can have these nice, delicious, very high calorie things, but I just gotta be careful, So instead of ordering like a standard size or medium size, I ended up just getting a kid's cup, which is just 1 scoop, and that's like 300 calories. And then I also had I have such a huge sweet tooth, so I think Thursday or Friday too, I went to the grocery store and get one of those low calorie ice cream pints where the whole pint is 300 calories. And yeah, I realized I just have such a huge sweet tooth, but I just need to know how to satiate that part of myself, as well as being in the caloric intake amount, 2,000 calories. So yeah, I think it was a really good job this week. I was really afraid that 2,000 calories would be too much. Again, it's because I did this respiratory breathing thing at some place where they measured my RMR, I don't know, where my resting rate was 1,500 calories. And that was really discouraging to hear, because that means if I was just sitting still for an entire day, I would only burn 1,500 calories, and that is very little for someone my size and someone with my muscle mass. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'm really grateful that from this week of experimentation, that I can burn 2,000 calories and still lose weight. Like yesterday, I only got 3,000 steps in. I didn't do any exercises or anything like that. I ate around like 2200, 2300 calories actually, plus or minus, whatever. And I was still able to lose weight on the scale. Obviously, like it's just one day, but as someone who has always connected their like weight on the scale to like their success rate, I guess, if that makes sense, like it's relieving to see the weight still going down when I'm overeating, right? My respiratory, whatever the calculations that company did. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing 2000 calories, and I'm hoping that I can still increase calories and lose weight. That is the goal. And the way I'm gonna do that is by gaining muscle. But the thing is, for this next week, I still think I need to take a week break from my wrists. They're still feeling really tender, and I don't want to do anything to slow down my healing process. So I'm gonna just continue to get my steps in and jog a little bit more. I've been kind of enjoying jogging on the treadmill. I think jogging on the treadmill is like less, what is the word I'm looking for? Less pressure on my joints and stuff, so it's easier, as well as just challenging myself at a good pace. So I like doing that. Maybe I'll go outside too, whatever it might be. But yeah, I'm still gonna just aim to hit around 2000 calories. And it's really nice. Like, even on the weekends, like I thought it would be hard to manage, but like even yesterday, like I ate like a small lunch around 600 calories, the burritos that I made. And then I had to, like, I know that I was gonna eat dinner with some friends, so we went to a taco place and got 3 tacos. And I was really, really tempted to buy a 4th taco, because I was just so hungry, you know. I think this entire week, I come to the weekend thinking like, okay, it is now my time to eat food. It is now my time to like reward myself, right? But I think I like kind of slowed down and was just like, okay, let me see how I feel after 3 tacos. Ate the 3 tacos. I'm gonna be honest, I was still hungry, and I think that that's another thing that I'm getting used to, is that it's okay to be hungry, because I'm trying to lose weight, you know. I should be hungry. Like obviously there's another part, like I think it's a different conversation if like I'm like starving myself, right? But I'm just a little hungry, wanting some little bit more, but I just decided not to eat anything. And then after I went to the movies, after the movies, I was the one that was like, hey, let's go get ice cream, and everyone agreed. And I was kind of like, oh, like should I have said that, you know? But I still got a kid-sized scoop, and I was still in my calorie intake goal range, so it was fine. And now we are here at 241 pounds. So this was the first week, and I'll probably compile all the clips I've made this week and make something. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Whoever's watching, this is just week 1, and I'm just really excited to see where this journey will take me. So thanks, bye. Hi.